Welcome to another video. Thank you everybody who's watching, subscribing and commented. You hear a bit of a noise in the background, it's because it's so hot outside and humid. We're sat inside the fan blowing. Oh, it's lovely. So we didn't get a lot done, as you know, and we was going through some old pictures and videos and stuff like that with my daughter being here, and we've had a couple more friends visit as well. And we thought, I know what, we'll show you what we bought when we bought it, and then more or less where we are now. There's actually some video in there that I took when Lily was still doing her university degree paperwork, and we've been here about a month. And I was actually doing a video for, I can't remember now, it was either from my dad or from one of my friends. So we've actually used that in there, and yeah, so it's portrait, not landscape, and it's done on a mobile phone. And we discuss what happens in some of the pictures. So, hope you enjoy, and it's just as going back over some old stuff we thought might have been interesting.
Decided to go and have a look to see how many figs we had on the tree that were worth actually collecting. So we've got another fig tree just over the road from what we've got fenced in, yeah, and everybody walking past stops and picks our figs. It's really annoying.
I know, so I took off 11 ready figs. There aren't any more ready on that tree. 11 sounds quite a large number of figs.
It does. So we went and checked our big fig tree, and we discarded everything that had been touched by birds.
Yes, which is about 15 figs.
Yes.
Annoyingly.
In total, from both trees, we've just counted them, got 101 fig. I will give them a wipe over to make sure there's no muck on them, and the dehumidifier is going to be working overtime tonight. Yes.
Yes, and with the intention of making
fig rolls.
Oh, if only you could wear it right. I love fig rolls.
I know you do.
My nana would be here. In fact, I'll have to have my nana's share.
Okay.
Yes.
I've never made fig rolls before. They're very English. I don't know, anybody who's not English, it's a biscuit on the outside with a filling of not dried fig. It's still gooey and like a dried date. Is gooey.
I was going to say, yeah. Imagine a date.
Yes.
And the outside of it is like a hard sponge biscuit. It's not biscuit breaking, it's soft.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, I love fig rolls.
It's like a horrible way of saying it. It's like a stale cake. It's got that texture to it, and then the fig on the inside is soft and squishy.
Yeah.
So I am going to dehydrate these overnight.
So half we go. How many figs do you think you'll get in there?
Not enough.
Not enough.
This gives me a chance to actually check them for wasps anyway.
The amargos?
Yes. So that's fine.
Yeah, I think they actually go for the later ones and not these early ones.
Oh, do they?
I think so. But there again, they probably would do it anyway just to say, no, you're wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
And go for any of them.
It's full.
It's full.
We've still got 40 left over. And I ate one. Let's go for it.
Okay. So what are we going to do with all these?
Fridge them, and hopefully when these dry, do a second batch.
Yes.
Because this uses next to no electricity.
Exactly. But I'll tell you what is a shame, that we don't have any ice cream. Vanilla ice cream.
It's too hot at the moment to fetch ice cream from the supermarket.
It is with how far away the supermarket is.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I could barbecue those.
With vanilla ice cream.
With vanilla ice cream.
Yum.
They are absolutely delicious. If anybody's ever tried barbecued figs, you have to give it a try.
Yes.
Not too hot. Just do it on a low heat but hot heat. And the cook and caramelise.
They do.
And they are absolutely delicious.
These have been going all night.
Yes, and it's mid-morning now.
It's mid-morning now.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay, so what's the ones near the bottom?
Well, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to unstack it and then restack it the other way around so that the ones at the bottom are at the top.
Yeah, we found that before and we're doing something else, didn't we? It's not as efficient as it gets nearer to the top.
Yeah.
Okay, right, let's get it unstacked.
The ones at the bottom are much drier than the ones at the top. I'm sure somebody who's well into dehydrating stuff will tell me that I've overfilled it. I know I overfilled it, but I had just had 101 figs to deal with, so I went for it. So I'm now going to restack it so that the ones that were at the top are now at the bottom, and we'll leave it for another day.
Yesterday, I went to a big box store with Andy from Think Alive. He said, well, I'm going there and you're taking your car. So he went with me. I drove our car there for the mechanic. And then I jumped in his truck and we went. Sharon spent the time with Lillian. They had a good old natter and that. So that was brilliant. We won't hear about the car today, I guarantee it. Hopefully we'll hear about it tomorrow. So, got 30 bar, the rapid adhesive resin, washers and the nuts. And I've got some paintbrushes for Lillian. So we're getting on with that soon. We wanted to get on with it today, really, but we're waiting for something else to turn up that we need before we can start. Because I'm thinking we're going to have to dig holes. Because I honestly believe that if I was to break some of this out, which is one of the places, not literally right here, where the posts are going to go, that's going to be soil underneath. So eventually be a pole there, a pole there, and then run diagonally to around there, and then another one here and here, which will be the gate. Hopefully that delivery comes, we can make a start, but I think by the time it comes, you've got a lesson going on, and I can't be using machinery while you're doing your lesson, because I'll be using machinery there, or there, and Lillian's teaching just behind there.
I've got the cupboard under the stairs,
Yeah.
just there.
Yeah, so it's always quiet when Lillian's teaching. Yes.
So, to that end, because we can't show you anything particularly exciting, Chris is going to try and do a montage of what we bought, what we achieved, what you saw in the videos, but just to see it then and now, I think is quite illuminating. It certainly has been for us looking back through the videos and photographs. This bit of video shows the big tree that unfortunately we had to have removed, but was part of the reason why I fell in love with the property. Right up here by the well, we had a great big tree. You can also see here, I was actually studying. When we moved over, I hadn't finished my degree with the Open University. I did finish my degree, and I did gain my degree. Yeah. So people who want to do it away from university, it's possible. I did it.
Okay, this is the laundry. So we've got a washing machine in there, and another washing machine, and a tumble dryer that won't work because we haven't enough electricity. Currently, we're using this as our bathroom. All works perfect. So this is us living still in boxes and just stuff. We have to boil the kettle on the gas and then fill the flask so we've got hot water for coffee. This is the bedroom that we're using. It's a bit of a mess just because we're using a sleeping bag as well, because believe it or not, it still gets cold at night. So this is the living area that we're using. And then we've got another bedroom in there, which has got more cases and 2 single beds. And then this bit here that's our heating for the whole cave. Looks a bit ridiculous, but it does work when you use that fan. We inherited this brand new electric cooker, which doesn't work, so we're using it just as a rough sideboard at the moment. And there's just a little cubby hole and wood for the burning thereof. And then another little pantry, which is a bit rubbish, it all needs doing. And this is the ceiling, and there's the electrics, lovely things. Got a TV set up, we've got a Blu-ray player and a little Android TV device. Now you're going to have to bear with the lights in here because we don't have any. I turned off the electricity because it was bloody dangerous. So in there's a bedroom, as you can see, there's one bed, 2 mattresses and 1 bed frame, which is a weirdity. They actually have a frame around a bed frame. So this is like the living room will be. There's a nice open fire, there's a cupboard there, which is going to be part of the kitchen, which is going to be split into two for this side, and that's another part of the kitchen. As you can see, our life is more or less in here, still in boxes and looking particularly rubbish. And this piece of wire here that I'm wiggling about was the power for the whole of cave 2, and it came through that hole there and it was attached there. So, well, dangerous. And this is another bedroom, obviously, again, no power. We moved a wardrobe and all that plaster fell off. So this is the entrance to our house. My fish tank has arrived, the dirty great big thing, and allegedly behind this wall is supposed to be another cave, but we don't know how true it is. It could be, it might not be. That is the living room window, which you can see the corral outside, which has currently got wood in it and stuff and washing. And there's a built-in cupboard again, all pre-1900s. Everything seems to be. More homemade electrics. In here is actually a kitchen sink, and that actually drains out onto the garden at the side of the road. And there we go, fibre, amazing, it works. More stuff we brought with us, marble stairs and homemade electric switches and stuff. Eventually in this part we are hoping here will be a door to outside. We'll see, the builders are quite confident that works. And this is the landing and stairs. And we've been told to be very careful not to put too much weight on these because they could actually collapse, which is always nice and fun. And nicely insulated, not. And this is going to be our bedroom. Forgive the light. I think the light works, but I mean, the light switch is, yes, there you go. So this is going to be our bedroom. And again, some weird socket with more homemade electricity, which they must have had a surplus of doorbell wire or speaker wire and thought that will do. That, believe it or not, isn't double glazed, even though it looks like it is. Now this is going to be our bathroom cum wardrobe as well. And there's a potty, and this is it. It's going to be in this room. There'll be definitely be a toilet and a wardrobe possibly, but we may actually, after conversing with the builder, take this particular wall out because it's not structural, and then just add doors here, so sort of like from there along and then go there. I know it's a bit difficult to see and I'm waving the camera about, and it must be annoying, but there you go, this is the house. There is proof here that we actually did go out on the bikes.
Once, no, more than once, but we got a photograph once.
Yeah.
My dad's built a model of the caves, and we have some sequence of pictures here. They are out of order, as it were, but these are the pictures that we took when we first came to see the place. Yeah. This is what we thought we were letting ourselves in for. A house that needed rewiring and a lick of paint.
That's it.
That's what we were told.
Yeah. There are some pictures as well that are slightly out of sequence where you'll see us doing some work, but that's because we're trying to keep it in context a little bit of rooms.
Yes, yeah. So we found another place. Yes, did not realise we would have to end up taking off walls, ceilings, find false ceilings that then had to come down, walls that were hollow. Here's a false ceiling in the cave bedroom. We had a great big gap behind one of the walls. We found metal bars that were being used as lintels.
Yep, and that one there you can just see the more modern electricity stuff put in. That's because, again, it's a photo, so it's actually out of sequence, but we're showing what it was above after it had been rewired, which we had to fix. This is back to how it originally was when we started.
Yes, yeah. I'll try and add in links to the various videos as to when these happened. We were planning to keep this kitchen in back of cave 1 as a kitchen. We were going to have it as 2 different caves, and then we didn't.
No, because it wasn't going to work.
It wasn't going to work, and there was a wall in between the 2 that you see now. When we went to change the door because it was exploded, the whole wall fell down.
And this is how bad the electricity was. That is actually bypassed. So if it blew, it carried on going. So it didn't blow, didn't trip.
And we had masses of pictures of electricity, so we just could not believe how bad they all these junctions were. Twisted together, sellotape,
burnt out wires as well.
All sorts.
Yeah.
So many pictures of electricity because it was just incredible and nobody had been killed, to be honest.
Yeah, and they're just a few of them.
Yes, yeah.
So we had it properly done.
We did have it properly rewired, as you can see in the junction box.
Everything.
And then we've got a picture here of the corral as it was. And then when it had buildings outside, so within it, and one day I said, why don't we roof it? So we did. We roofed it. And then we had to remove all the buildings that were inside.
Yes.
Took it back to nothing, and then we had to learn to lay a floor because it didn't have a flat floor, so we laid a floor and tiled it. And then Chris built the kitchen, and that's on opposite us as we're sitting now, and the dining room is this side. And we did also build walls in the corner so that we have a guest toilet, as it were, at the end of the kitchen, just there.
And it's still not done in here.
It's still not finished in here.
No, we went back to the cave. That's our living room downstairs.
As was.
As it was when we came to see.
Absolutely. We found that also had a false ceiling, and then when we removed that, it had a Valencian vaulted ceiling. So we exposed all that. We also exposed roots in the walls that were bigger than my hand, which had to be removed.
Yeah, they had a doorway put in at the bottom of the stairs by a builder. As well, that as a front room door, a main door in upstairs, and we built some furniture. That's the old fireplace as it was before we ripped it out, and then redid it. We just covered it with slate from what was underneath.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and we built furniture because we couldn't find exactly what we wanted in the right size to fit the space. So that's how we have it now, and like it a lot.
Yes.
The stairs were lethal, basically. We were told not to use them. So Chris rebuilt those.
Yeah, it was crumbling away.
They were crumbling away, yeah. And so he did a fantastic job for those. To the upstairs where we had 2 rooms that we thought we would keep as 2 rooms, one as a bedroom, and we'd convert one into a bathroom. They were decent size. And then when we actually checked to see what was above the ceiling in those rooms, because they also had a false ceiling, it was made up of bamboo canes and plaster, and turned out the walls weren't actually attached to the floor properly.
No, so we originally was discussing with the builder who came round to talk to us about lots and lots of jobs, and he said that, just take this wall out, and then we discovered that if we took that wall out, the wall had fallen down, so the whole lot had to go.
So we ended up with a loft bedroom, which we then built an ensuite in the corner. So we have a loft bedroom with an ensuite in the corner, which we built ourselves.
That's it.
Very proud of that, love that.
Yes.
Then we had to go back.
And start in cave 2 again. As you've seen on lots of our more recent videos.
Yeah, we had a part that we couldn't remove because it was actually structural, so I put a doll's house in there. It's for the fairies. We've made our own.
We've been off for the fairies a lot on this job.
We've made some of our own lamps and things like that. The original kitchen for the outside kitchen, what we call the rental kitchen, that's how it was when we first bought it. You've recently seen us rip it out and put a brand new kitchen in there, and that's how that's looking now as well.
And this Sunday, the 30th of June, is our town's annual motorcycle race. So I'll be going to that. Lillian will be staying at home with the dogs. She's going to miss it. She'll be a bit disappointed she'll miss it. But the dogs is the dogs, and I'm more into motorbikes than she is, so she said, yeah, you go and enjoy yourself. And I'm going with Andy from Mountain View Farm. He said he's going to come along, so he'll be pulling up here. So I'll take a bit of video of that. I don't know if Andy will want to be on the video or if he'll be doing some of his own. Andy from Think Alive, loads of Andys. It's handy to know loads of Andys. He might be going as well, but he's undecided at the minute because he's got other things on, and he just said, we'll see. He'll let me know near the time.
So you'll have that footage to show people next time?
Yes, on the next video. I'll put some more motorbike racing in for those that are interested in motorbikes. But it won't just be about the motorbike racing, it'll be about fencing as well, so I'll just put bits in.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching Tales from the Caveside. If you like what we do, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Drop us a like and leave us a comment. See you on the next one.